Hey y'all, I'm going to show you how to make a fire in the zombie apocalypse. Now, everybody needs a fire when you're surviving to make water safe, to cook food, to have warmth, to have light. But sometimes in a zombie apocalypse, you don't want them to find you, and they'll find you if they can see your fire. So what you got to do is you got to make what we in the special operations world call a Dakota fire hole, which we learned from the Native Americans. Out on the plains, when they wanted to hide their fire, they would dig a hole in the ground for the fire. Then they dig another hole and make a chimney. Can you see my fingers? So that lets the fire stay below the ground so the zombies can't see it. This helps the smoke to dissipate so it gives away less of a signal. The next thing I've done is I've gone ahead and prepared my tinder ball, I've prepared my kindling, and then I've prepared my fuel. So what I'll do is I will use this ferro rod with this piece of steel. I'll strike it to get a spark into the tinder ball. We'll put that in the hole. Then we'll start feeding the little baby fire with a little bit of kindling, like a teepee, building it until it's strong enough to then handle bigger sticks. And then when it's full grown, we can feed it proper sticks. Then we have a fire ready to boil water and make it safe. Now, plastic bottles are all over the world, and you can actually use these to boil water and make it safe to drink. So I've grabbed a bottle, I grabbed some string, then I went ahead and prepared my tripod. Simply 3 sticks with a piece of string tied around them, spin one stick, and then just put it anywhere you want. You got a nice strong tripod. Then once I have my fire, I can take my string, lower my water right to the fire, let the fire lick the bottom of the bottle, and after a few minutes it will boil, and then I just pull it up, let it cool down, and then I can drink my water. And that is how you're going to survive the zombie apocalypse, with fire and water. Gabe, you can go ahead and just gently start laying sticks on it. Perfect. Perfect. And it's okay if you actually dig them down a little bit, so it's kind of like a teepee, because we'll need to get a little base of fuel so that they'll be hot enough to cook and boil the water.
Now that the fire has gone down a little, it's time to make the water safe and drinkable. You see, we attached a 550 cord to it, so you can dangle it right over the tripod here and take off the lid. Slowly lower it down so it's being lit by the flames.
A little bit more. Perfect. All right, now tie it off.
And you can take it here, just tie it at the bottom.
Oopsie. Right there. Okay. So you got to adjust this a little bit according to what your flame is doing, right? So. Wow. Okay. So now we have boiled water in plastic, made it 100% safe to drink. We just let it cool, hydrate, and repeat. All right. So do you know why the water doesn't just melt the plastic and all spill out?
No, I don't.
Because as the flame is on the outside of the plastic, the water is on the inside of the plastic, keeping the flame from coming through. So some of the plastic will melt and it will shrink the bottle up a little bit, and some of the water will spill out, but it won't put out your fire, and eventually it will equal out so that the water will start to boil inside. The flame will keep it boiling, but the plastic won't melt, because as long as it has water inside, the plastic will not melt away. And all you have to do is just keep adjusting the distance so it's right close to the flame as much as possible. That will get your water boiling. Now it takes a couple minutes, but it will boil, and then it will be safe to drink. And anybody can do this. They can find plastic bottles anywhere in the world and put them to use. And then if they can't make a fire, you can actually take a plastic bottle, put it in the sun, and the UV rays from the sun will make the water safe if it sits in the sun for 8 hours. Then you can drink that water for 24 hours, because it won't kill all the bacteria like boiling will. So after 24 hours, the bacteria will start to come back in. So if you don't have a fire, or you can't make a fire because the zombies are too crazy, you can just take plastic bottles, fill them with water, leave them in the sun all day. They will be safe to drink. You drink them that night, and then you do it again the next day, and that's how you stay hydrated with water, safe to drink without having a fire, and no zombies will find you.